everyone? Give me just a moment. Um, to, you know, alrighty. Let's see who's gear. We got Aqualad. Got one cyborg. Atrocitus. Down to Earth is like the most useless of buffs or whatever because it's a fighting game. A 2D fighter at that, you always need to jump. You always need. Whether it be to avoid something, to follow something up you did in a combo, like, this is how it is. Like, so to have something that only gives you extra whatever if you don't jump in a game like this is ridiculous. I really don't know, Cyborg. You're about to. That's a conundrum, isn't it? If you don't ever like level a character up, but you just keep getting gear for them, you'll eventually run out of gear of which you can get. Even if I mean, it would, yeah, it would all go to your overflow, but anybody needing sacrificing. Hers are just sidekick events. I'm late because I had a doctor's appointment, by the way. I only notified on through YouTube. I'm gonna have to give some of these up. 2 hours, 16. Okay, and this one, 2 hours. But I thought that was she was gonna follow that up with like a gingerbread man joke or something. Otherwise, why have him say that? Somebody must say that. Somebody has to. I know the Joker definitely would have. Mm, I appreciate that. I don't appreciate that though. I probably should have. No, nah, because I need to do the most with her here in these multiverse events. But Yeah, just gonna kind of chill today. I needed something to chill. It's been a long day. I was gone all day. Um, just really, you know, kind of want to just chill right now. Um, and I know I said that I was gonna go and do the DJ tournament yesterday, or yeah, yesterday. The internet was out, so there was nothing I could do. I believe it's too late to even get drive tickets for his birthday and Jamie's. So, uh, yeah, I missed out. I guess I'll just have to catch next year's birthday tournament for DJ. I really would have liked to have participated, whether I won a tournament or not, but it is what it is. I wanted to um, edit my custom battle on Sparking Zero, but I haven't in a well, I haven't had the time, but I wanted to do it yesterday, and I believe even the day before, but internet was out, uh, so nothing I could really do. But let me check the audio. Hmm. There. But get this water. I've been drinking more water, but I'm always thirsty. Like I still have like dry mouth. Probably gonna play one of my newer games soon. Um, like near. Probably gonna play near soon. Um, on the PS5. I was gonna play Dynasty. Not Dynasty Warriors. Soul Calibur. I was gonna play Soul Calibur, but I was like, no, I'd have to actually play, and I wouldn't really be able to talk. Uh, so, but it's Lord. It's been a long day because we had to leave about like 8 something, and no, it was like 8:30 something. We had to leave. We had to leave around or before 9, and we got to the appointment early, which was, it's still a good thing, but it one of the appointments was like 30, 40 minutes late. I mean, we weren't late, they were late, but you know, it's better that. And then what I had to do took like an hour, I believe. So and I was like half asleep. So because I didn't really sleep last night, I was on the phone with Ty, MJ. Life. Halloween. I wanted to watch Underfist or The Addams Family. Like I do every year, something or Scary Godmother. But didn't get the time. Just been too busy. But that's adult life for you. Been thinking about getting subscriptions like Amazon Prime so I can watch The Boys and Invincible, because I've been wanting to watch those and give those a try, and I don't know where to watch those for free. So what else? Oh yeah, I did see Venom 3. I don't know if I even, if you don't want to hear spoilers, for the movie, um, I guess mute for like a minute or two. But I enjoyed it. I went with my cousin. We had a pretty good time. We really enjoyed it. Um, Only in like an entertainment sense, which of course it's a film. It's not you know uh, a film with a huge statement or anything. You know, or A class, S class acting or anything. Uh, but for what it was very entertaining and definitely the best out of all three of them. Which for some people wouldn't be saying much, because I know Corey on Double Toasted and Martin, they were like, it was better than I thought it would be, but my expectations were low already, and you know, the other movies have been either worse or subpar. So to be better than this, it's like meh. And I understand, you know. Um, he's as far as like the character of Venom, like the main thing of Venom was like the character originally was that he was very Spider-Man centric. He was basically evil Spider-Man. He was a way of keeping evil Spider-Man when they had that arc, with the black suit. Uh, that it was a way of keeping an evil version of Spider-Man around while also reverting him back to the status quo and having some growth as well. But the uh, the scariness, like I especially was scared of the Ultimate Spider-Man version of Venom, where he was a cure, created to help people, but became like this uh what's how to describe it, this monster that has to feed on people to stay alive. You know, I found that very scary. I mean, because you eat a kid, like in the tutorial when you first, um, when it first lets you play as Venom, your first thing you have to do is heal, and you heal by eating people and draining their life force until they're dead. Um, and the first person you do that on, well, the first person was in a cutscene, and it was a girl jogger, I believe. Uh, but the one you yourself, the player, kill is a kid, the same kid that you had to save Balloon during the day as Spider-Man. So it was like it. It was very dark, but I liked it. It really made me very afraid of Venom as not just as like a threat, but as the concept as a whole, something that like feeds and intensifies all your emotions to the point where you're not wearing it, it's wearing you. And I understand that like part of making him more than just whatever, a branching off villain from like Spider-Man is like giving him characteristics and interesting, stuff like that. But most hardcore Venom fans, I don't think they liked. They may have liked it a little bit at first, uh, but they didn't really care for the goofball version of Venom. You know, they were more into um, whatever was done when they introduced um, the whole race as a creation, uh, and Null and the King in Black and all that stuff. Um, they it's because I don't know nothing about him outside of the few comics I got from book fairs of Spider-Man. You know, back then when I was a kid. And the game, I played Ultimate Spider-Man and the Spider-Man 3 movie, but you know, um, yeah, he's kinda my favorite Spider-Man villain. Um, I definitely prefer him over Green Goblin. Um, when when Venom is done to be more scary. When he's like that, yeah. But if he's not, then I do prefer Green Goblin. Um, and the movie, the last one, The Last Dance. had a lot of stupid stuff in it, but it was still overall an entertaining film. I didn't feel like I wasted every penny. Even though when I was there, I did spill my large bucket of popcorn, and I couldn't get a refill. I think because it was large. Or was it small? I mean, even if it was small, it was still large. A pretty big bucket. And I dropped it all. And we had put so much butter on it. And it was so good. And I was so mad about it because I paid for it. So, but yeah. I still can't get over that. I was brought to like damn near tears over like spilling that popcorn. But the whole, I mean, it was basically spoiled in the trailers. The Mrs. Chen scene where Venom dances with Mrs. Chen. That whole scene in the movie is stupid. It's stupid because it's only there to bring up conflict. If they did the smart thing, the characters, Venom, and had not transformed fully like they knew they shouldn't, then there would have been no conflict. And we wouldn't. I mean, it was a funny little scene which led into conflict. You know, it, it, it moved the story forward a little bit, but at the same time, it's like who is that dumb? Who? Like it, but and then everybody thought that since the same actor that played Dr. Connors in the Amazing movies was in this movie, he was gonna be a Dr. Connors variant. He was not. He was not. They don't reference Spider-Man at all. In fact, even the No Way Home post-credit scene that opens the beginning of the movie has that part where he says, "Maybe I should go meet this Spider-Man." That's omitted. In fact, I don't know for sure, but from what the movie showed us in the Last Dance, Venom didn't leave a piece in the MCU. He left a piece at the bar in their home universe. So either that was a retcon or he left two pieces. And they did say in this movie that he was shedding or something like that. So I don't know if that means that's just a remnant of him or it's still also an offspring or whatever. I don't know. But you know, and then no did nothing the entire film. They did nothing with it. You would think that it would at least lead to them meeting him in person or having some sort of like talk with him through something, but they don't. He just because what happens is Venom sacrifices himself because they say I think it's called the holodecks, something like that, something whatever. The MacGuffin, the MacGuffin that was created because of them. It was created when Eddie. Remember when Eddie died? Technically died in the first film when Riot stabbed him through the chest, and then Venom attached himself back on. Uh, it apparently when a symbiote does that, like revives their host from death like that, they merge permanently, or their spirits become one permanently, or whatever, and it creates a key that can unlock the prison in which the symbiotes locked Null in. But at the same time, it said that like both of them. I thought, well, no, they say they're simultaneously one, and yet they're also not one. But Venom sacrifices himself um, in acid and is, killed. He does that to kill the regenerative creatures that are chasing them to bring him to Null to open Null's prison. Uh, and those things like kill symbiotes like it's nothing, and they don't die. Like they just kept coming back. So the only real way to get rid of them completely was to like you had to incinerate every piece of them. So yeah, they set up the acid scene, and it's a sweet little scene, but also Venom attached himself to all three of the creatures, or there may have been four or whatever, but he attaches himself to all three of them, lures them into the acid chamber or whatever, and then the military guy, who apparently was whatever his name is, Doctor Strange's rival in the MCU, whatever, the same actor, he dies, and he's technically sacrifices himself as well, because in order to trigger the acid, he had to be in the vicinity of the acid, and but Eddie, he had like a metal, Venom put a metal thing over him so that he wouldn't get hurt, and he kept him there. I think as I recall, he held him down while also keeping the creatures from moving out of the acid. But eventually, yeah, he was just completely incinerated or whatever, destroyed with them. And it was very confusing in a sense where they had said at the beginning that their souls or whatever had become one, and that's what made the key in the first place. Venom technically merging with Eddie to become one to revive him, but he also could split from him, because the movie made it seem like they both had to die, but that wasn't what happened. Venom was the only one, and they had a bunch of scenes of animals being venomized. Uh, well, it was more really one scene where Venom is hopping from living creature to living creature, trying to get back to Eddie, who's in the water being attacked. Eddie technically, he technically killed a person, another human, you know, technically someone who was just doing their job. Uh, I mean, they were trying to kill him, but still. But then they have him say, "Oh, you left me no choice," when talking to Venom. When he said he had no choice. But he didn't linger on that, so it's like, why'd you even say that? And the end credits shows a bunch of different animals being venomized. I think the biggest one was like a mammoth, or maybe it was an elephant. Um, and then the post credit, I heard Double Toasted say there were like three, but we say the entire time, and the only real one was the one at the end where Null, I guess, is monologuing. He says your champion has been defeated. And when I get out, uh, I'm gonna destroy everything. Whatever. But it's like, but as you could hear from what I said, it sounds like it was someone talking to Null, not Null monologuing. But you know, even because technically there was also another person, because it isn't just Venom who can become a key. Any symbiote, if they merge like completely and revive their host like that, can become one. And there's a scene where like there's a fight at the facility where they're keeping all the symbiotes because apparently, because Venom and Riot, they can't. I think there was like, yeah, three others, but they showed even more than them. And they had a container of where they put the shedding one they got at the bar. Uh, so I guess he was let out at some point, but and then Toxin technically wasn't even Toxin because from the trailer it made it seem like that Toxin was going to be hunting them as well. No, he just was the exposition dump. But even so, Toxin technically wasn't Toxin because what happened was the uh, the facility he's at. Um, what happened was the symbiote that was hinted at being on him from Let There Be Carnage. They say that one left him for dead. So that symbiote wasn't the same one. They gave him another one and said that this one was successful in keeping him alive and that they had no choice. Blah blah. So this was a whole different other symbiote than the other one that was hinted at him having before. But even so, he ends up being killed. He and his symbiote, they tell Venom to set free all the other symbiotes because they have a symbiote army. There's just, because there's so many symbiotes there. So they sacrifice themselves so that Venom can get away and won't free Null. But it was it was alright. It wasn't, it was a sad scene seeing Venom because it's like, to me he was very charming as a character. Yeah, he was incredibly childish and stupid and probably not accurate at all to the original Venom. But different takes, it's always a good thing. Even if it's a bad thing, it's a good thing. But I definitely liked him over the fucking Insomniac Venom. Definitely. And it's like, I'm gonna miss him. it was a good little tribute to him, you know, to the movies we've seen. Definitely better than the last one. Um, but they just full on retconned the No Way Home, Let There Be Carnage one. So it's like I don't know what they're doing, and that since they've done that, that makes me kind of have lost a little bit of faith in Spider Verse Beyond because I have a feeling Sony is gonna mess up hard because I've been having dreams about the movies and stuff, and the all the ideas I have subconsciously that I've dreamt about, they've been interesting. But I have a feeling what will happen won't be as interesting. But yeah, but yeah, you know, it was a good little movie. You know, it was very entertaining, worth the money to me. May not be for everybody, you know, but I liked it, and I wouldn't say I necessarily recommend it, but you know, I mean, with everything in the world, you just have to see it for yourself. You know, you won't know if you like it unless you try it. Aquaman, that reminds me of Aquaman. The second one, Lord, because it was wasn't it like on hiatus or hold for like a while? I enjoyed that too. I mean, it was good for what it was, especially since it was going to be the last of that universe. You know, apparently, from what I hear, Jason Momoa is going to come back in the DC universe, but as Lobo. Um, he'll probably have fun doing that character. I mean, it probably won't be that much, not too much different than his portrayal of Aquaman, but it'll be, you know, something new. Like I said, I wanted a Static Shock movie or something like that. But we can't always have what we want, can we? Ghostface, I mean, as you guys saw, I don't know what's going on with Mortal Kombat 1. I may have to make a ticket or whatever, let them know or something. But as you guys saw, like, just got stuck, you know, on that screen. It happened before that too, but yeah, my internet did go out, but it didn't go out that day. It went out like at night, like, and obviously since I continued streaming after that, y'all keep talking about. I mean, it's called Injustice 2. I guess it's Injustice too much, really, since they talk about it way too much. But I finally started playing Uno app on my iPhone. I was about to win a match when they called me in to my appointment. I was so mad, and like I quickly got out of the app and turned my phone, uh, just press the power button, and it disconnected me from the session or whatever you call it. But let me check. Any. This is also any tip. This is also any. I'll do that one with Catwoman. So this one can be. Uh, where you at, Sar? Might as well let you keep going. Wait, what about Black Canary? 20. We'll do Wonder Woman. But I was about to win, and the CPU, like, it was me against three CPUs, and the CPU, like one of them was like taking the entire time just to throw out a card or pull a card, and then the other CPUs were all like, "Hurry up!" Especially one in particular, and I was like, "I gotta save this match regardless if I win or lose." Because like this is amazing. This whole exchange going on here is just it's one in a million. But alas, I didn't get to. There's just so much. There's just so much that, like, because without the internet, there's like nothing. You know, everything is the internet now. Entertainment, news. So to not have it, and you're really locked off from the world. I mean, luckily I have data and all that, but hell. It's really wild how like central it's become. Because out of all things, the internet was the thing that just exploded and became universal. Especially YouTube. Anytime you're watching a video, it's usually on YouTube. I mean, yeah, maybe TikTok or Instagram, but mostly YouTube. That's where everybody goes. You know, even if you don't have a YouTube account, you can view YouTube. You know, you can even make your own little playlist of likes and all that. As I recall, if I recall correctly, it's been so long since I made mine. But okay, that's kind of racist because as you guys remember, in the first Injustice, I don't forgot what his name, but he's voiced by Phil Lamar. Uh, whatever his name was, that was the he was DLC or skin rather for Green Lantern in that game, and he he was the main one in Justice League Unlimited, which was popular for a bit. Oh yeah, there was a red tornado guy. He was a robot, I believe. So essentially, he was the Vision of the DC universe. I remember him. I remember his Brave and the Bold episode where he had a son. Uh, and it was very touching. A very touching episode. Pretty much every episode of Batman: The Brave and the Bold was touching, or at least the ones I remember. I really loved Aquaman in Brave and the Bold. Bold. Brave and the Bald. Nah, that's Alfred's series. But spin off of Alfred and Robin, the Brave and the Bald. But the Aquaman was he was pretty much because before that everybody thought Aquaman was lame. Like that was a joke. Like Robot Chicken did jokes on it. Um, anytime you saw Aquaman being parodied, it was like a joke making fun of the fact that it's a pretty lame power, being able to talk to fish and swim, is really good, and breathe underwater, I guess. But I hope you guys had a good Halloween, by the way. Um, my younger cousin was sick, so he didn't really get to go trick or treat. I mean, they went trick or treating, but he couldn't really enjoy it because he was sick. Um, could have been the flu, but we do know that his mom did have the flu, so it was probably the flu. Could be COVID. I don't know. I don't know, but eh. And wasn't there a Wonder Woman game announced? I thought I heard something on it somewhere. Like, oh well. I still think it's stupid. She has an invisible jet, but you can see her in the jet. So then, what's the point of making it invisible? Like, she should be undetectable while she's in it. You know. I mean, she can already fly. You know. So I get the only benefit it would be to have, an invisible jet is if it made you invisible when you're in it too. So like you couldn't be detected. But no. So and I could have sworn, wasn't that like from what I thought that Damien was born out of like rape. Like I thought, because his mom's Talia Al Ghul, right? I could have sworn they said that like she drugged Batman. Like he didn't consent or willingly sleep with her like that. I could have sworn like it was in an animated adaptation or whatever. And I could be wrong, but I thought that that's what happened. But maybe I'm wrong. That's wild. You're really just spamming grab on it. And that's wild that like grab counts as like a combo if it does more than one hit. So does this count as a combo? Yeah. Damn. So didn't give him no chance. Just give me a chance. What about my uncle? Did you give him a chance? Did you? Still, like you have to admit, you know, or at least the actors have to admit, the whole Uncle Ben, like revenge killer, whatever part of the Amazing movie, it went nowhere. Because as soon as like he starts being Spider-Man, like the Uncle Ben stuff just disappears as if he never existed to begin with. Same with the well, yeah, same with the parents. The parents, all the setup with the parents and what was going on with them, all that disappeared too. Like it never happened. I mean, are you talking about his dead wife? Isn't that like the main like thing that happened in Injustice? Wonder Woman killed his wife, or is am I? No, I think I could. I still haven't seen the Flashpoint paradox. I want to get the meme so bad. I'll probably watch it eventually because I have it in my videos on my like PlayStation account, but I just haven't watched it. I watched Naruto the Last and Boruto. Naruto the movie, you know. But I might even get I doubt it, to be honest, because I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about the Storm series like I used to be. Um, they were they were good, you know. Especially three. Everybody loves three, but I just don't have an interest in it. It's not that I don't have interest in the series anymore. I just don't have interest in like the Storm games right now, like that, like I used to. There's other games I like. Didn't season? That's another thing. All Star Battle R. Didn't season pass too? Like it already started, but we haven't heard any news on like the next character. Because I believe there was like four characters, and only there's still one that hasn't been released. I believe it was Abakio, Abachio, whatever, and Yuya Fungami, Toru, and that's it. That's all that's been released. But there was four characters that were supposed to be. Wait, no. I think alternate universe Diego. No, he was season pass one, wasn't he? I can't remember, but it's I ain't heard nothing on that game at all in a while. And as I recall, the leading up to it releasing, the official Twitter was like very, very active and very like talkative with fans on like everything, you know, rollback, netcode, all that, the characters, how we'll play, you know, joking and memes and but man, because I'd only get it for the Haruno Shiobana outfit. afford that, dang. But cause I really like that outfit. Um, but I ain't buying a whole season pass DLC just to have that outfit. Damn, bro, she done knocked you all around the entire stage and killed you. But I was so into JoJo. I still kinda am. You're so childish. Like everything she says is like little girl lines. A little girl who thinks she's being clever, but she's not. But I mean, Batman never had a childhood. Maybe that's like Michael Jackson. You know, maybe that's why he likes her so much. Daylight savings finally coming up. But gonna save up for everything. I really am. Once I get everything settled, bills paid, all that, gonna save up, and it shouldn't take long because I got a little bit of money right now. So was that basically just cyborgs? Moon River. Oh, I remember that. I recall liking Black Adam a lot when I played him. back at the barnyard, I remember all the cows had udders. All of them. Even Otis and his dad. You see why that doesn't make sense? Because only female cows have udders. Because they have the babies. Like, cows, they don't, they're not like us. They're not born with, like, nipples as, like, a defect in case, they turned out to be female, just in case, or whatever. They don't do that. So, for how could they have gotten that far in the process of making a cartoon to where they didn't know that? Mm. I just can't believe that. Like, how could they have gotten that far in the process of making this show, having to animate everything, and like not know that male cows don't have udders? And the show was popular for like a really good while. So like I don't how I don't I mean I don't know. Enter the Florpus. That was good. I liked it. It felt just like a regular episode of what level is he? 30. It felt just like a regular episode of Invader Zim. Um, and what was that other series the creator made? I think it was Johnny, the homicidal maniac, or something like that. Why you hit so hard? Like they should have just let Frank die. Like, seriously. Just let him go. Cause, like, I mean, that's his common sense. He ate an egg off the ground of a monkey's cage that was in the monkey's mouth, and he didn't wash it. He and it was already, wasn't it a raw egg? He ate that egg anyway, and he got a virus. He got sick to the point of like he was going to die. The only reason he didn't die was because Osmosis Jones and all the other germs really care about Frank. Not just because they live there, but because I don't know what. There's nothing to like about him other than like it's Bill Murray, yeah. But the nigga should have died. You know, his daughter would have been better off. I mean, they kind of weirdly insinuated because if you notice, like in his uh, when they were in his mind seeing all his bad dreams, one of his bad dreams was his best friend, who's like an uncle to his daughter, marrying his daughter. And no, not like an adult version of his daughter, an older version. No, it was just her kid self and him getting married. Like, it was just weird. Like, I mean, I understand, people have weird dreams, and, that's. I don't know, man. It's like. Frank should have died. I understand, she already lost her mother to pretty much the same way. And it's like she didn't need that, and if, they had to kill Thrax, but it's like he was just doing what he, was made to do. He's a virus, you know. He's a virus. So, yeah, it's messed up. He wanted to kill Frank's daughter and Frank. But Frank brought that on himself. Him dying is one thing. Her, too, is another. But it's like, it would also lead into it being Frank's fault. Because Frank, stupid ass, ate the egg. And his daughter would have contracted it from him. That's all. It's his fault. It ain't. Drax wasn't really even the villain. It was just Frank. You know. Apparently, all the bad decisions Frank had made up until the point of the movie were all on the mayor of inside of Frank. And by the end, he's replaced. I believe the guy who was running against won, right? If it wasn't him, I think Brandy. That wasn't her name, but that's what Chris Rock called her. But that's the actress's name. But either that or she became mayor. But I don't get movies like that where they're like the protagonist is always hitting on the girl, but the girl has no interest in him up until he risks his life to you know save everyone or whatever. Like after that, they're just so in love. Like the love was always there. Like she always wanted him. But it was a very interesting movie. pretty good soundtrack, I think. And Daddy Cool, that song, it's so vulgar. It's like, how did that even get in here? Like, how? Because, like he said, because one of the lines is, young ladies, I like them underage. See, some say that's statutory, but I say it's mandatory. The other part, my story ain't so complex. I think it said 340s and Rolex or something like that. And I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, how does that correlate to each other and germs? Like, I don't know, but that song though, I mean, I like it. It's catchy, but at the same time, like, who wrote these lyrics and agreed to put this in a movie for kids? Like, come on. But I don't know, man. It's weird. It's just weird to me. Like, R. Kelly and P Diddy. R. Kitty Diddlers. The R. Kitty Diddlers. The Diddlers strike again. When will it end? I think Bill Cosby's still in prison, right? Or jail, whichever. I think he's gonna be in there for like the rest of his life. I think. Damn, Catwoman. Damn. Well, at least you got a helmet on, cause man, that helmet didn't do nothing for you. You lost to a cat lady. See what I mean? There's all this jumping. How could you not jump? I mean, how could you not run either? You didn't have to go there. That nigga forgives the Joker. That means nothing. It's been so long since I've seen the Witch's Ghost. That's where I saw the Ramses meme from Courage the Cowardly Dog. Or that's where it originated, I believe. But I always recall this part. The villain of the movie, who, not the witch herself, but apparently I think he was like a descendant of hers, a distant relative. He releases her, and then she, like, I think she just kind of casted him aside, and he was unconscious up until the point where they're sending her back into the book. And she grabs him and drags him in there because she doesn't want to be in there alone. That's so messed up. And he's just screaming and whatever. And then not only that, I mean, it was messed up. He was gonna kill the mystery, the gang anyway, you know. But to be trapped in that book with her forever, not well. I don't even know because what happens is a branch catches on fire and falls on the book, so it burned the book, and it's like, okay, well, I guess he's straight up gone forever. I mean, even though this showed that ghosts are indeed a thing, so I mean, even in the worst case scenario, the best case scenario is that he went to hell, like immediately, or something like that, instead of like just being trapped with her forever and just her, you know. But it's like, damn. I always thought that was messed up. That's the main thing I remember from the movie. I never got to see all of the Scooby Doo on what's it called? Zombie Island. Um, Terror Time again keeps getting in my recommended like songs to listen to, but I never finished that movie. I remember it being pretty scary too, and very interesting because it was like I believe that was like the first one of the first few times it got kind of dark in the animated Scooby Doo universe. Um, because the whole point of that was like, yeah, the nice ladies or whatever, they were werewolves and they were cursed. I think were they werewolves? Yeah, they were werewolves, right? And the rest of the town was zombies. or am I getting that wrong? I remember the Scooby Doo. What's it called? Because there was like a series of movies with Shaggy when he had the red shirt and blue pants, and that was when Shaggy got turned into a werewolf and had a girlfriend, and Dracula and his wife were trying to. What were they trying to do? They made him a werewolf or something for some plan, and he had to win a race to get out of it, to get cured. That and the Scare School, I believe. Not Scare School, but the Ghoul School. I think that's what it was called. With the Monster Girls, and that was I liked that one, you know. But I recall the werewolf one being my favorite at the time. But then there was like the Christmas VHS one, where it was like a bunch of like Christmas December themed uh, episodes of the show or whatever. And I believe the last one was like snow, this snow dinosaur, and I thought that was scary because it was like huge. And the reveal at the end was that it was a robot that was being controlled by a guy for whatever. It's always a person inside there doing something. Like the Volcano Island, I think it was, movie. No, it was Hawaii something. When they went to Hawaii and it. No, I'm getting that mixed up with the. No, I'm not. No, I am. I'm getting that mixed up with the Abominable Snowman. That one was. I did these. I did these. Huh. Well, I got bad memory that bad. Lord. But yeah, the whichever one was it where like yeah, it had to be the Hawaii episode. No, it was they were in some kind of it was the Abominable Snowman. It had to be because they're yeah, it had to be that because the one I'm thinking of what had happened in it was it turned out it was like the girlfriend or the love interest of another character in the who was earlier in the movie. But then they just turned good. What was it, the samurai one? No, because I didn't even really watch that one. I know it wasn't the Goblin King one. It was it had to be either yeah, because like in the Hawaii one, the girlfriend of a character got abducted, but then she was okay, if I remember correctly. No, that's also the Mexico one, wasn't it? Because no, wait, the Mexico one, she didn't get abducted. She just disguised herself as someone else, and the guy left home. Uh, he was kind of slow, so I really don't blame her. But it, it feels like it should have been the opposite. She cheated on her Mexican husband with an angry white guy. You would think it would be the opposite way around, but no. The La Chupacabra? Yeah, that one. There was just so many movies, and they're all so repetitive. Now the Mummy, the one where it turns out it's Velma and the other crew that were behind the monsters. That that one was like, because I remember when I was a kid, and it was like I think I came back from something, like I missed most of the movie, or like it was like on before something else I wanted to watch was on, and I only caught it because I was trying to watch the other thing. But I believe, when when it was revealed that Velma was okay, wasn't turned to stone, uh, and that she was the one dressed up, as the what you call it, the mummy, and the doing all that. And I was like, damn, that's a big plot twist, man. That's like that's super cool. I mean, it's stupid, but it's stupid cool. Like it ain't been done before. I mean, other than like the Scrappy Doo, but like nobody liked Scrappy. I liked it, Scrappy. I mean, I didn't like that he was. I don't know what I would say, cause I didn't hate him. I'll say that much. I liked him when I seen him. He was very protective of Scooby and Shaggy, you know, and he wasn't afraid, and he still admired both of them. It's like, and what people are mad at is that like he would be like, guys, there's no such thing as ghosts. Like, calm down. Like, stop being scared all the time. Like, because they should be used to always being scared, and I think that's the only thing that made people mad was that he was always trying to like get them to not run away and change the status quo, you know. But we were also used to them being bitches and running away and always being scared and the same thing over and over, that no one really wanted things to change. I think that's why Scrappy was so hated. I didn't hate him. Uh, I mean, as much as I liked Scooby Doo, he was still like a bitch. Like, your nephew is like, he has like pretty much zero experience with being a detective and whatnot, but you do. He looks up to you. He's protective of you and your best friend, and you know he ain't wrong. Like, it's never an actual like monster or well, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo were ghosts. Uh, the Booze Brothers. Sadie Mae Scroggins was hot as hell. Like, damn. Like Rule 34, like if you, there was just like you, there need to be like some kind of form where you can request like Rule 34, cause like I think what do they do when like anime characters get married? Cause is Hinata still under Hinata Hyuga, or is she under Hinata Uzumaki now? Same thing with Orihime. Is she Orihime now? Whatever her last name was. Or is she Orihime Kurosaki now? It's like, because there is still Rule 34, both of them, very much so. Especially since the Boruto anime, and it's still going on, and a Thousand Year Blood War anime going on, and the anniversary and all that. Like, very much so. Yeah, no, they. But for the most part, it's usually their original designs. Except for Hinata. Hinata is almost always like her Boruto design. And it's almost always NTR. Because, of course, especially since he's a housewife now. You know, and a mother. And if it's not NTR, it's her just. I mean, it's still kind of NTR, but it's either that or like her and Boruto. And if it's not that, it's Sarada. So, I mean, but One Piece, I mean, how can you not include One Piece characters? But at the same time, like, why would you? Because they all have the same body type. All the women have the same body type, the same hourglass figure, the same one. So what? What is the appeal? 17 minutes. I'll end the stream, but and I've been holding my poop. All right, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've been holding it in for 2 hours for you guys. So I hope you're happy. I really do. And if anybody knows where, like, where do we go? Because even when I was a kid, there was like when I would look for like certain characters, and they wouldn't be there. I'd be like, hurry up, somebody, make this lewd art so I can fap to it. Like, hurry up. Because, I mean, Rule 34, like, they're pretty fast. Because I remember they had, like, Steven Universe fan art of, I think they had, like, yeah, because that's how, the Amazing World of Gumball, I remember. They had the design for Penny out of her, peanut shell on Rule 34 in her names, in her name, before that episode had even came out. So that Sonic short where like a new character gets revealed, and the guy's like, I must draw porn of it. Like, that's real. Like, that is real, because that was like a true example. Because like it had not, because like as far as like where I am, it had not aired yet. And I think it was a while till it was aired. So, and it was colored. It wasn't just, like a a pencil drawing or something like that, a rough sketch of it. It was the whole design. I think it even included like morphing her body parts in it. But Rule 34, man. man. Like one of like it'll never die. Same thing with what was uh not Hentaigasm. What's it called? Hentai Haven. Remember when Hentai Haven shut down? Like when Hentai Haven shut down, everybody lost it, and we were like still kids, and we all were like, "Bro, what are we gonna do? Where are we gonna go?" Pornhub never has all the episodes, and even when they do, it don't always be subbed or dubbed. It be, in a different language, you know. So what we gonna do, man? What's the plan? And we got Hentai Haven back. You know that just goes to show like when people work together, they can get anything done. Cause Hentai Haven was gone. Like it was a short while. It was a short while from the gap between it went down and it went back up. It took practically no time at all. Once everybody found out and joined forces, like the power of boners is stronger. Like Cinema Sensei, like it truly is. You get a guy hard enough, anything is possible. Anything. And I'm like the perfect example of that. But you know, no nut November. I almost slipped up. Cause every no nut November, I always forget about it. And this is last year I failed day one, like an hour in, because I did it at night, and I was like, "Oh my god, I failed already," and I was so mad. Now this year, I mean, I'm working, I'm saving up, I'm about to pay bills, you know, I'm streaming, I got all this stuff going on, so it's like I don't have to, I don't have to participate really, because I am a productive member of society now. You know, it would make me. I I don't know, cause like I told you before, like I have wet dreams, and if I get like horny enough, I'll just straight up nut. If it's that like intense, I'll just nut. You know, so I might as well enjoy it since it's gonna happen anyway. You know, but I'll try. I'll try. I'll try to, try to stick to it this year. See how long I last. And I know I can last long off it. I could probably go a whole day. I think the longest I ever went, as far as like semen retention, was like 3 weeks. Because I was dating this girl. And it was just, online dating. But I gave up my addiction at the time. Deleted everything. Went plan zero. Got rid of everything. Took down all my bookmarks, threw them away. Cookies, sites, everything gone. And then 3 weeks hit, and I was like, 3 weeks is enough, right? I can go back to doing this, right? Because, like, she didn't tell me to do it. I really just did it. And it's like, as soon as she, like, said, yeah, you can go ahead. I was like, alright, thank you, I love you. And I immediately went, I don't even remember where I went. I don't remember if it was like hentai or just cartoon porn. I don't know. I don't know. But as soon as she gave me that permission, I immediately went off to beat my meat. Like I couldn't hold it. It was that bad, you know, for me. But this is how it be. This is how it be. Distilled chaos, huh? Well, we only got 7 minutes. I'll just I guess I'll do AI battle for a little bit. First, let me check on the legendary. But everybody, all the soldiers participating in No Nut November this year, I salute you. You know, unfortunately, I don't have the same kind of tolerance as you. You know, I just don't. Even when I try, I just don't. You know. So I hope that you guys can make it. You have a good time doing it. You get your energy back. You feel clarity. All that good stuff. But I'll be over here, cheering for you. But I ain't gonna be on the side, on the sidelines, and in the actual field with you. So y'all can have it. More power to you. But me, my guy, I'm not the guy. I wish I was, but I'm not. I'm a guy, but I'm just a guy. 26 then. Why? Mm, that's like 19, right? Yeah, 19. Seriously, like I don't use. Okay. As far as like what I'll be doing, um, I probably won't be able to, 'cause tomorrow's Saturday, yeah. I mean, I get off early. I may be with a friend, I don't know. Just take the time to spend with my friend or whatever. But, if not, I'll try to go live when I get off. Make a pretty long stream. Try to make it at 1, but it depends on how work goes. Um, Sunday, I'd really prefer to rest because I have a long day Monday. But I may go live a little like early in the AM time for a bit or something. I might. I don't know. But you'll I'll let you guys know, when I do and what I decide. But you know, I just been busy. Been working my butt off, trying to help out when I can, and it's all good. Everything's gonna eventually. I'm gonna do PC stuff, play Steam games, all that, and I'll probably even like make videos without them being just stream VODs or stuff. You know, that would be interesting and good. I can finally, do stuff like that. Get the drawing software I've been wanting, the drawing tablet I've been wanting, all that, and just really enjoy the money I've earned. But I really, appreciate you for always supporting your boy. I'll post on YouTube when I can. It's about time I post on Instagram and TikTok again, because the last ones have been they were just clips of the story of Spider-Man 2 and whatnot. I had made a note to do those like for a while, so I just went ahead and did them that day and just got them out like that, and they kind of blew up. At least the one on YouTube did, definitely. But yeah. But I'll I will see you. I'll see you. I won't say I'll see you when I see you, but I'll see you, and you'll you won't see me, but you'll hear me. Yeah, no, you'll hear from me. So I love you, and I want to say thanks for joining me, and I'll be live sometime soon. Check my socials, my vids, all that. And for now, good night.